My roommate's serenade to me is causing a love triangle mess, while another housemate's already hooked on their poetic charm. The first week in our shared house drifted away like pages caught in the wind, unnoticed until the calendar flipped and announced how quickly time slipped by since moving in. I'd tried my best to settle in with Claire and Jenny, who seemed to navigate life like they were in their own bohemian art film, while I felt about as creative as a spoon all was. Calm until one cozy Thursday when Claire began dropping poetry lines like forgotten laundry across the living room. I'd find her musings staring at me from coffee tables and wedged awkwardly in the corner of the bathroom mirror, knowing Claire, it could have been her way of communicating something profound, or she simply couldn't stop dreaming out loud. Jenny, on the other hand, began her silent contribution with scribbled napkins dotting the fridge like cryptic refrigerator magnets that had loosely agreed to rhyme. Meanwhile, Danny appeared immune to this sudden burst of artistic energy, his laptop a constant barrier between him and any poetic contagion until I stumbled upon them that afternoon. They sat entwined on that sagging couch, the cushions looking like they'd sighed and given up Claire, and Danny wore an air of conspiracy, heads bent together and sharing a toothbrush as if some grand cinematic romance had unfolded in slow motion while I stood there blinking in the sudden spotlight of awkward discovery instead of ruins. I found calm Jenny always teased about her suspicious tea blends. Leaves fluttering in mugs like fortunes, yet to be told they were scattered all around the house, and with some bizarre reasoning, sipping a different cup each day had become a routine, like fortune cookies hinting cryptically at our destinies. Jenny insisted each blend connected us to the universe or some cosmic charm we supposedly lacked for Claire and Danny. It seemed romantic, or only a touch suspicious. I had no excuse for being so curious, but the sight of them that morning lingered in the edge of my thoughts like a sliver of unease. Maybe I didn't want to acknowledge the potential whirlwind of emotions brewing in our household like an unexploded firework. Claire's poetry and Jenny's tease mingled into a kind of performance art I navigated, all too aware of their gravity, yet convinced it was grounded by every cup I sipped. I'd wanted a laid-back group of friends, but got this oscillating mix of romance and art living in tune with celestial rhythms or caffeine rushes, perhaps it was. None of my business whether Danny and Claire had crossed an invisible line between camaraderie and complication until later that week, when I found a napkin that didn't quite fit Jenny's usual style, just 2 lines neatly written. In the night's hush, secrets unveil, and sticking out like a sore thumb, I know what you've seen.